blame them either, because they can probably see the other two Japanese riders are too far up the road now.
Yes, 2.5 laps to go, maybe just a little bit more until the checkered flag falls on the opening race of the season. Oh, Haruki Matsuyama carved his way through like a hot knife through butter there and got the job done. This is looking interesting. That's the 14 of Irfan trying to come through on Bintang Pranata, who now finds himself back towards 7th place. So the number 3 has got work to do in all of that. Thongudlong has come through, so interesting stuff for the Thai rider. Oh, that's getting tight out there on the exit of turn 7, but very strong stuff indeed from our home Thai rider. We had a Thai rider doing the business last year. It was Bumproway.
Chase, your debut podium, you're not going to listen, unfortunately, and it's now 2.23 seconds to the top two, the two Japanese riders, Shishiki and Kunatate. I do feel like Kunatate is just biding his time, working out where Shishiki is faster, where he can potentially make a move. Plenty of movements to be made on this Chang International Circuit. He's done the hard work, he's reeled in the race leader, and with 1.5 laps to go, he knows that turn 12, last lap, last corner, if you make a good move, stick it up the inside, there's no chance of biting back. So this is going to be intriguing to see where the number 8 decides to pounce for Brest, potentially through turn.
It would have been wanting more, I think, going into this weekend, given his form here last year, but the number 20 is now at least in the podium battle. It's tight at the top as well. We're focusing on this battle for third, but it's not the battle for victory. It is tight as well between Tashiki and Kunatate. We're looking at potentially a Japanese 1-2, depending on how the battle all turns out for this third and final place on the rostrum. Maybe even a Japanese 1-2-3, but we will have to wait and see. We've got the runs down towards turn 12. No move this time around. Why would Kunatate want to show his hand the 1 lap early? Okay then, we're on to the last lap as they come across the line. We're swapping between the two groups. It's hard to know which one do you want to focus on. You can just guarantee there's going to be fireworks come here in 4.5 kilometres time. On to the final lap through turn 1. L, who's it going to be?
Yeah, tough one to call between the Japanese riders. That's Yusuf running wide on the number 22, getting a little bit too eager through turn 1. That might have cost the 22 a chance of a podium, but we should be focusing on the race leaders down into turn 3.
Number 5 of Thongudlong was carving up the opposition as he came to. It was Matsuyama who paid the price this time.
Yeah, up towards turn 4 then, you're right to cut across because it's all going on in the background. We are trying to focus on two things at once. This is the race leaders then, the 16 versus the 8. Is turn 5 going to be a chance for Kunatate? It is going to be a chance, but as you can see, he's thinking better off it. He's happy to stick behind. It's all going to come down to turn 12.
Oh, Matsuyama, your pole sitter, coming through as well up the inside. That was at turn number 5. They're through 6 and they're punching each other straight back. Bintang Pranata's right there. Thongudlong looking for his first podium in the class. Matsuyama has had podiums in the Moto4 Asia Cup. It's starting to stretch out a little bit here at the front. Tashiki and Kunatate, they're growing in distance between them, so this looks like it's good for a Japanese 1-2, and unless there is the biggest run of Kunatate through this final sector, I think Tashiki has got it all done. What a fine ride this is from the number 16, or is it? Coming up the inside, surely that is not getting stopped. Kunatate, fantastic effort, he does run it wide, it's side by side, but the 16 just gets there. Tashiki gets his first Moto4 Asia Cup win, despite the best efforts of Kunatate, and it's an Indonesia podium in P3. Bintang Pranata, a star in that final rostrum battle ahead of Thongudlong and Haruki Matsuyama, your pole position starter. Kabil Irfan in 6th, Tagashi 7th, Bumproway 8th, Tierin Fleming, another Thai rider up inside the top 10 with 9th, and Reski Yusuf complete your top 10. We got a final lap battle.
We
Brilliant.
did, as we normally do in the Moto4 Asia Cup, and fair play to Shishiki as well. I did think that Kunatate had his number. I thought it's a guaranteed pass down at turn 12, but the 16 strung a pretty much perfect final lap together. Okay, he did get overtaken up the inside at turn 12, but left it late on the brakes and got the cut back, as we so often see down there, and it's a short run to the line. If it was a little bit further down the front straight, who knows, but the fact is it's not. He defended well, made good guys and girls doing their stuff in the Moto4 Asia Cup. This was the final corner, and I did think at that point the number 8 of Kunitate had the job done, but just ran it a little bit wide and just opened the door slightly for Shishiki to come on by through. And Shishiki, of course, knew what was going on there. Got the cut back, got the drive. Oh, he dipped his.
That was
well, that was in the podium fight as well. Look at that from Pranata.
Pecco Bagnaia inspired. Bintang Pranata, you star! And look at Thongerdlong. No wonder he. How did he hold on to 4th? Brilliant stuff from Pranata. Oh my dearie me. Well, I'm glad we got the replay of it. Fantastic stuff there all the way through the field in the Moto4. Finish for him, 20th on the grid up to 13th. Mer badly dropped to 14th and 15th. The last point went to the number 17 of Maulana Malik. So plenty more to come tomorrow. But Hayato Toshiki it is who takes honours here by 17 thousandths of a second. A Japanese one too with Bintang Pranata. The first podium then of the 2026 Moto4 Asia Cup, knocked out the park. We'll be back here at the Chang International Circuit for race 2 tomorrow. El, before we do leave everyone in peace and quiet and comfort for the rest of their day, wherever they are in the world, final thoughts?
Yeah, great opening race of